Hello Mayors, I am glad to be back with a new tutorial, and I am excited to present to you today the Archaeological Museum and the first expeditions for it. I want you to know something from the very beginning. This is the start of a cycle of events. The current launch is meant to be a part of a larger series of events. So if you see that the timer says only 7 days, don't worry. You will be able to continue your work next time. Because this is the start of it all, you will receive for free the Archaeological Museum. This is a building that will remain on your account and its profits depends on how much you work on it. So let's receive it. I will place it. Also, from the start of it all, I would like to kindly ask you not to skip the tutorials and to take a few moments to read the rules, because this is a newer, bigger event and you might find it's complicated if you don't take a few moments to understand. So let's take a moment and have a look at our new museum. On the left side of the screen, you will be able to place the restored objects. For now, we have just empty spaces. And on the right side of the screen, you will be able to see the requirements for repairing an object and what profit it can bring to your museum. So let's take the bastard statue for example. It will bring you 1000 coins daily, and you need to find 2 tiny shards in your archaeological expedition in order to repair it. Victor Rich is urging us to depart in the expedition, but we will take a few more moments to look around. You can click on all the empty spaces and you will find out that you need to restore the objects in an order. The ones that are available for you from the start are the busted statue, the Sphinx replica, and the Anubis statue. And you can start working on the rest after you restore these ones. The more objects you restore and put on display, the more profitable your exhibition will be. If you form a complete exhibition, you will get a profit boost and also an extra temporary boost for 16 days. You can find this information here. Let's go to another tab, for example, rooms. Here we find out that you can have several rooms with different exhibitions for more profit. And for the time being, we have just the ancient Egypt exhibition available, but in the future you can add more rooms and more exhibitions. And the more objects in every exhibitions, the more profit also. So it really depends on how much you work on the museum. And you can move exhibitions around. Stored ones are still kept in the museum and you can bring them back to a room at any time. So how to get more rooms for your museum? By upgrading, of course. This is a process well known to us SuperCity players. The upgrade will improve the way the museum building looks and will also give you access to more rooms where you can have other expos in the future. However, please note that empty rooms do not bring an extra profit, so the bonus will come when you also put something on display in the new rooms. You will notice here some items that are new to the game, so how to get them for the museum upgrade. This brings us to the club part of the new event. If you are in a club, this will be an advantage. And if you are not in a club yet, I highly recommend joining one before starting on the expedition, because every activity undertaken on the expedition locations will also bring you excavation points. And these points will bring you and your club extra rewards. You can find this in the rules as well. Of course, the more active the club, the better. And you will have to contribute with a minimum of 10 excavation points for your club before you collect your reward. So take a moment to scroll through the list of rewards here. And you will see the items for the museum upgrade. Here they are. And you will also notice one more item that we haven't talked about so far, and that is the Artifact Fragment. This is a bigger piece of an object that you can get from the club excavations, and it will help you restore an object faster. It will count as several tiny shards. An artifact fragment refers to one exhibit only, and the exhibit is marked with a special icon. Let's take for example the Sphinx over here. An artifact fragment used on it counts as much as 5 tiny shards. One more reason to join a club for this event is that you will get extra purple energy if you are in a club and your club is actively playing the expedition. This will bring you extra energy to keep going. Because this is something new, let's go over the rules together. So for this event, the club keeps a log of excavation activity. It records daily expenditure of purple energy by club members and the club total in general. Each club member has a daily energy limit. Energy use that exceeds that limit is not counted in the club's total expenditure count. And as soon as you reach a certain mark for the expenditure total of the club, a certain milestone, here they are, all club members will get a delivery of purple energy. The more club members that have taken part in the expeditions, the bigger the delivery will be. The activity log is reset every day. Members' activity will then again start being counted and they can expect new deliveries. All deliveries for the day that were not collected will be added the next time you enter the game, so nothing is lost. So with that being said, let's go to the first expedition location. The basic tutorial for the expedition popped up, but if you played in the previous expeditions, I guess you should know this by now. There are some changes in the way you can get purple energy, and I will talk about it in a few seconds. So, this time there are 3 smaller than usual locations that repeat themselves on and on, one after another. However, once you move from one location to another, you won't be able to go back. So first collect everything you want to collect. The locations are temporary, they reset, and you can't move between them freely, you can't switch freely, you can move only in a certain order. So in case you forgot something, you can't go back. So please, before moving to a new location, first collect everything you want to collect. From the chests, from the buildings that you might want to restore, I don't know, some resources that you want to get from the map. Please collect, and only when you are certain, move on. Now, about the changes in the ways that you can get energy. You can still get free energy from the energy bar, from chests, and from restoring buildings, such as huts and stalls, but the restored buildings will be of use in that location only, so when you move to the next location, you will have to restore the ones you find there, if you want to keep using this method of getting energy. And the same with the field kitchen, you can craft their energy cans, but you will have to set it up again at every location. I highly recommend paying attention to the quests situated on the left side of the screen, because not only will they bring you some extra energy, but they will also guide you towards the map objects that you will have to restore, and in exchange for that you will get the tiny shards. I will advance in the game, and I will show you how this looks like, and also how you can move to the next location. Okay? So I opened the gate and got 2 new quests, one for restoring the totem and one for restoring the stone idol. And completing these will bring me tiny shards, and after that we can consider moving to the next location. In order to unlock the next location, you will need to find the treasure key. You can find it by removing obstacles on the map. Rely on the show button to show you what obstacles can potentially bring you the key. And after you have the key, you need to find the sealed cave and use the key on it to unlock the next location. By the power of video editing, I will show you in a second how that looks like. Also, while we are here, I would like to point out that on the temporary expedition locations you can also see some offers that you can't see from your city. For example, the Statue of Maat offer. You need to collect 3000 valuable finds to get it, and you can get the valuable finds by removing obstacles on the temporary expedition locations. So no craft this time. And the offer for the club ratings, for the club flags. Don't confuse it with the other club activity, please. So I will uncover now the sealed cave, and I will show you how this looks like, how you can unlock the next location, but we will not be moving together to the next location. I will just show you how this looks like when you unlock this possibility, and I would prefer to show you next how to restore an object in the museum using the tiny shards that we got already. So after you restore the sealed cave, you get this option at the beginning of the location to move to the next place. So we are back at the museum, and as you can see, we have the tiny shards necessary to restore the Bastet statue. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Victor Ridge appears, and he tells us to also put the object on display after restoring it. This is important because objects have to be shown to the public to bring profit. An object will bring profit for the entire time an exhibition is active. And also one more detail, one object can only belong to one exhibition, although we can have several exhibitions, as we have already learned in my tutorial and how the game explains it also. This is all for now. Please have a look at the text instructions that we prepared. I hope this was useful for you and that you will enjoy the new event. Have a great day and enjoy SuperCity. Bye bye. For all the newest SuperCity information and contests, please bookmark our Facebook page and our help center, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it if you do so. Thank you.